Welcome back to the Google Ads Agency Academy, part six, actually, for course part six. In this one, we're actually gonna get into, how is Google so powerful, right? Me being, a Google Ads agency, right? I truly believe this is the best marketing tool on planet Earth for almost any business at almost any goal or spend level. Of course, there's better situations and not as optimized situations. However, I think most businesses could leverage at least something, either more leads, more customers, more profit post that first purchase, right? So much different stuff you can do here on the Google Ads platform. And I just kind of want to walk you through, why and how is Google so powerful. I got this actually from Cossum from Solutions 8 back in his first course back in like 2021. I think he kind of broke this down for me and kind of encapsulates everything, honestly, from a Google Ads point, right? And this is, down here, how Google is so powerful, right? So Google knows on the search side, right, what you want, what you're afraid of, what you don't know, what questions you're asking, what problems you're having, what solutions you want, right? On the YouTube side, Google knows when you're slacking off, when you want to learn, what you love, what you hate, when you're vulnerable, when you want to be really entertained, and how you entertain yourself. Google knows on the Gmail side, right, how productive you are, when you work, who do you communicate with, and in what context, right? If you're lying, how you actually type in your semantic architecture, which is very crucial on the search side. And even if you don't use Gmail, you will have eventually, emailed someone or discussed with someone who does use Gmail, and that is tracked that way. Google knows on the app side, think about all the free tools you use, what you store on your phone, your schedule, who you meet, what others look like, think about the photos. Google knows on the display side, how you engage on a website, what catches your attention, so it's going to show more ads like that, what offers you accept, what offers you decline. On the map side, where you live, where you work, where you go to eat, play, shop, all that good stuff. If you speed, right, how long it takes to get somewhere. On the Android user, it's bumped up to the ninth degree in terms of how much you can track, who you call, what calls you ignore, when you lie, how good you're at games, stuff like that. And then on the analytics side, what sites and apps you visit. Again, this is almost every single site in existence with Analytics 3 and now Analytics 4. What actions you take, what content you engage with, what you buy, where you log in from. So much data, so much raw data that Google has and has stored for the past 25 years now. And that's why Google is so powerful, right? It has all this data, incomprehensible amounts of data, and every single person who's ever used Google from either a profile perspective like Google or from the IP perspective of how it tracks cohort models now in terms of, where you are, what audiences you're in, how you use stuff, right? In terms of, how they're going to start tracking this in 2024 in a post, more of a cookie-less world. It's going to be a little bit different. However, Google literally has all this information on you, especially if you're signing in on your profile on your phone or on the desktop. It just has so much data on everyone, and that's why it's so powerful, and that's why the targeting is so good, and the algorithm is so good, because once you fine-tune and you tell your account, what the goal is as your conversion action, your primary conversion action, it'll then optimize so accordingly to that with all these data points, right? And now, how does Google, get all these data points, right? So if you're not paying for it, which you're not most of the time on Google, right? You are the product. The searcher is the product, right? So every point of data is being used against you or for you, depending on how you think about it in that context. And all entities of data are then pieced together to create a timeline or audience cohort, whatever word Google's going to start using now to make sure it sounds more privacy focused, even though Google is the very opposite of privacy in terms of what actually tracks you. Of course, you as the advertiser don't have individual data points to actually target like that for individual users. However, Google does, and it will always have that because that's how they make their money, right? And now Google makes money from the advertisers, that's us. So every ad needs to enhance the user experience, right? And we're gonna get into this a little bit in terms of search psychology. But the main thing here is that as an advertiser, you need to align yourself with the searcher always, because Google wants the searcher, aka their product, to come back over and over and over again. And it's not by accident that Google now is literally in the dictionary as, oh, go Google it, right? It is they've created in the past 25 years a product that is the Google search. And now you have YouTube, you have all this stuff. But think of it as Google search. You have a product where it is part of everyone's life and culture that you go to Google and search for something if you need something, if you have a question on something, if you have a problem you need a solution to, if you're just wondering about something, right? It's created its own movement in culture and in the existence of everyone's life, which is crazy to think about. So as you as an advertiser, you need to add to the experience and enhance the end user's experience. So then one, They will be rewarded by clicking on you, finding the solution to the problem, the product they want to buy, the service that they need, right? Then you make more money. But then also that helps Google because you made their search experience better, and you'll be rewarded for that in terms of what you pay, how you show up, all the stuff we'll get into. But just remember, when you're in doubt, relevance is the key to winning Google ads, right? Because you make Google happy by making the searcher happy, which makes you happy, right? In that order. So always keep that in mind. Just a quick kind of a jot on how Google is so powerful. In the next video, we'll be going over the targeting types and kind of the strategy I use as, for my clients. So that's the next video.